My name is Helen Symington, and I am the newest member of staff at PTFS Europe. And what is on my mind is a back to basics how to navigate the Koha staff interface. For anyone who hasn't used Koha before, or anyone who has been using it for years and has maybe gotten into their own little way of doing things and forgotten that there are alternatives, I hope this will be useful to you. So the first thing I'm going to do is log in. I can't remember passwords anymore, so I have them all saved. So I'm just going to log in as myself. And we have the option of logging into a variety of different libraries. If you only have one library location, this is an option that you can remove so that you don't have to choose which library you're logging into. But if you have multiple libraries like we do, it's good to have the choice to switch between the different libraries. It's just one of those really simple, great functions that Koha offers. The other thing on the login page is what cash register you might want to use. Again, this is an optional feature, so I'm just going to pick till number 1 and I'm going to log in. And the first thing that we come to is the dashboard. I'm a super librarian on Koha, which is proper order. And that means that I have access to all of the different modules. Not all of your staff members are going to need access to all of the different modules. So, for example, not everyone is going to be cataloging, not everybody is going to be accessing the serials, not everyone is going to be working on acquisitions. So, if I log out as myself and log back in as Rosie, our evening and weekend librarian who works with me in the main library, you will immediately see a difference in the dashboard. She doesn't have access to the catalogs, the serials, or the acquisitions. She just has access to the modules that she needs to use in order to do her job. It is, again, just one of those very simple, very easy things to set up whenever you are adding on each of your different staff members, and it just keeps everything clean and fresh looking. So I'm going to log out as Rosie and back in as myself into the main library. And in the dashboard, the first thing that I want to look at is the circulation module. So it's at the top of the list here because we presume that that's the module that you're going to be in and out of the most. That's the one you're going to be using the most in your day-to-day job. If I click on the circulation module, you'll see I come into the circulation page and I have all of these different options for what I want to do with circulation. But again, we've presumed that checkout is going to be the thing that you do most often. So it's number 1, check-in is number 2, and renew is number 3. If I go back to my dashboard, and if I look at the top black bar here, circulation is the first option on the top black bar in the same way that it's the first option on your dashboard. So if I click onto circulation, it just takes me back to that same page in circulation and gives me all the exact same functions. Now, if I go to my dashboard again and then show you the green bar here in the middle, the default is checkout. Because again, we have presumed that that is the most likely thing that you're going to want to do on your transactions. If somebody comes straight up to your desk, you can jump straight in there. I'm just going to search for myself. And then you can see that once I'm in my patron record, I can check whatever else I want out to myself. If I want to get back to my dashboard from anywhere in the staff interface, I can either click on the home button, which takes me back to my dashboard if I go into circulation, or I can click on the Koha icon up here at the top, and that just takes me back to my dashboard. The next thing I want to look at is the patrons model. So it's number 2 on the list of what we think you're most likely to want to use. And if I click into it here, you can see that I can do whatever it is. I can search for a patron, I can add a new patron, or I can quick add a new patron. If I go back to the home page and then go up to the black bar again, I can click on patrons from here and it takes me back to the exact same place. In the dashboard, we have advanced search and item search, whereas up on the black bar, we just have search. So in advanced search, it gives you the options to search by keyword. You can narrow that down by item type, shelving location, collection. But if you go to item search, it gives you a much more broken down way to focus in on an item that you know that you're looking for. However, on the black bar along the top, if you just click on the search button, it defaults to the advanced search. If you want the item search from the top black bar, you want to click on the down arrow, and then it gives the option for you to switch to the item search. If we go back to our dashboard and we have a look here at our list of items, when you click on the More button, we have the drop-down menu of all of the other modules that are on my dashboard outside of circulation, patrons, and search. As you can see, it reflects my dashboard, but if I log out as me and log back in as Rosie, you're going to see that her More button reflects what her options are. So everything is tied together and it doesn't get, as you can see, it reflects my dashboard. But if I log out as me and log back in as Rosie, you're going to see that her More button reflects what her options are. So everything is tied together and it doesn't give her a list of options that she doesn't have. So I'm going to swap back to myself one final time. I also wanted to show you, for example, if I go to my own patron record, beside the home button here, you can see the trail of where I've been or how I've gotten here. So my patron record is in checkouts, which is in circulation. So I can also click on these buttons to take me to each of the different sections. And finally, the last thing I want to show you is if, for example, I am in reports and I'm in the middle of working on a report and somebody comes up to the counter and wants to check out an item, rather than lose my place in the work that I'm doing on reports, I can go up to the black bar and I'm going to pick circulation. And if I right click on circulation and choose open link in a new tab, that will open circulation in a new tab for me and retain where I was working on in reports, which is just another fantastic feature of what Koha can do. Thank you very much. I hope that was helpful. You can find other What's on Our Mind videos on our YouTube channel at PTFS Europe.